What do you know? Hey, it's the cat in the hat. The cat in the hat comes back. Finally, after a long time, for another Fishing for BOZOS video. So, let's get the show on the road, and I'm going to show you how to not be a bozo. I do some small like trolling. I'll show you some tactics and setups that I would use myself. I make Pastor Steve make the cat in the hat happy. So, let's rock and roll. Woo! Alright, here we go. So I'm going to go over some setups here. Alright. So this is like, once again, we're talking tactics, line setups, techniques, all the fun jazz, so, we can see me. Alright, here we go. Let's turn sideways this time. Alright, here we go. How's it going? By the way, the cigar is my favorite blend. Same as the Don Carlos, but it's the Arturo Fuente Hemingway Short Story Cameroon Dominican. Very tasty. Every bit as good as a free Castro Cuban. I love it. Tasty. Yeah. Anyway. So this is a tactic. It's something that can be used for many different species. It's very multi-species oriented. Honestly, you don't know what you're going to pick up with this, but my main target species for this in particular is something that more go after a lure versus live bait, for that matter. But everyone's got their tactics they like, depending on the circumstances or what they're reading on what they like. But anyway, for my own sake, there's the not so secret weapon. We can see right there. Yep. There you go. Right. So that, my friends, you know what that is. If you're a fisherman, you guys know that bait. It is no secret. It works. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to rod or line and all the fun jazz. I troll crankbaits, but again, well, let me get into what trolling is. So you're pulling a lure or some sort of usually artificial bait behind a boat, giving it motion, and diving or bouncing off the bottom. In my case, they dive to a recommended depth. Excuse me. Those who know, these dive to 6 feet down. They will troll deeper. Often a slow troll is the way to get the fish. Slow and steady wins the race. Usually the case. But again, you gotta switch it up every now and then with the trolling motor, because these fish will often spook. And you gotta be sneaky, because the cat in the hat is sneaky. He's got the eyes, ears, everywhere you go. He's there, here, there, and everywhere, as everybody knows. Right. Deal with it. Guys, just mind his own business, stay out of trouble. One of them good old boys. Anyway, but as far as, cranking rod goes, trolling crankbaits, Mr. Crapulos, and so does Wally Walleye. Oh, what's that? Honey, having up all buckshot. Oh, there's a tornado coming over there. Whoa, we go get hit. Having a smoke his pump shotgun. Oh, bull sucking out of space. Boom. Let the fly. Boom. Anyway. Oh, honey, he's winning out. He get pissed, man. He gonna get pissed. Oh, here in the case of the rusty cat excavator. You got a problem? Destroying him with a rusty cat excavator usually helps. Nice. Well, she's slumping like a baby. Everything's great. Anyway, so you have this rod here. If you have a small boat like me, for small little lakes, I recommend, nothing more than 7 foot, but you can go longer. Especially for a weedy lake, because you got to keep your rod vertical when it's weedy and shallow. But it's a double-edged sword, and will eat your prop up, and it'll eat your line up and your baits. You'll snag a lot of weeds, but that's where the fish are. So it's a double-edged sword nonetheless. Tasty. Anyway, so, and again, with weeds, extra tough line monofilament is a necessity because the extra tough is abrasion resistant and it can take the beating from the weeds and whatnot. So also for heavy rocks if you're there too. More practical for trolling, less stretch. And it gets the job done. I use Charlie Blue blocks. 12 to 14, you can go heavier. But again, with water that's, often mucky bottom, not a big deal what color it is, as long as it's nylon. No need for fluorocarbon at this point in time. Slow troll. I usually like to go speed 3 thereabouts. But again, depending on current can be, or wave action, if it's a little choppy, it can be a little more difficult. But sometimes you can manage. You don't know until you go, right? Anyway. With that being said, I do pick up walleyes. I do pick up crappies. You will get some green carpet there, some largemouth. Oh, nasty buggers. Let's bait for Mr. Whiskers. Get him. Woo! Better food for Pastor Steve. Anyway, I'll eat him too from clean water like here, right? Right, anyway. Too many of them, overpopulated. Anyway. Not the next smallmouth, but smallmouth are good fish too. But they're no smallmouth in here. But yeah, they're not picky either, but they're fun catch anyway. Whole other caliber of fish, but you can pick up anything doing this. Even dinner plate sized panfish or smaller will attack big baits like this. You'd be shocked. And it's always a good time. Join with your buddy boys, your lady. Make them happy. And have a good old time. Talk about God. What he's done in our lives and the people he's taken in and out and whatnot. But it's all about where your head is. The rest is just branding, right? Right. So this is what you want to do. This rod has a moderate action. So if you look at the taper on this rod, let me pull it aside here. This is a 7-foot rod. So you see how the bend of this rod is meant for crankbaits. You can cast or troll with it. What I troll with this is a small lake boat, little John boat. It's got to bend towards the center. So it's going to roll up in the fish's mouth when it hits the bait. So there you have it. I've been awfully busy lately. I've moved out recently. Everything I can, nothing I don't need for right now. Me and her doing well. Together almost 2 years right now. God's timing, we've been through enough. Baby steps. We have our own struggles. Near identical. Highly relatable. But his typing is perfect nonetheless. But that being said, thank you for tuning in. I'll stand in for the next episode. And God bless. And go get 'em.